What if I told you that the one activity most seniors rely on to stay healthy might not actually be enough after the age of 75? Now, before you misunderstand me, walking is still one of the best habits anyone can have. It's simple, it's safe for most people, and it keeps the body moving. But according to many orthopedic specialists, relying only on walking as your main form of exercise after 75 may leave some critical parts of your body unprotected. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, because many seniors believe that if they take a daily walk, they're doing everything necessary to maintain strength, protect their joints, and prevent falls. But orthopedic surgeons are increasingly pointing out that walking alone doesn't address some of the most important physical changes that happen in the body as we age. If you're in your 70s, or if you have parents or grandparents in that stage of life, this information could make a huge difference in maintaining independence, mobility, and overall quality of life. Let's start with something that surprises a lot of people. After the age of 30, the human body slowly begins losing muscle mass. It's a natural process known as sarcopenia. At first, the loss is gradual and often goes unnoticed, but after the age of 60, and especially after 70, the rate of muscle loss can accelerate significantly. Muscle isn't just about strength or appearance. Muscle tissue plays a major role in balance, joint protection, bone health, and even metabolism. When muscle mass decreases, the body becomes weaker, reaction times slow down, and the risk of falls increases. And here's the problem. Walking alone doesn't provide enough resistance to maintain or rebuild muscle in many parts of the body. Walking primarily works the lower body in a repetitive motion, but it doesn't challenge muscles enough to stimulate growth or prevent muscle loss in the same way resistance exercises do. Orthopedic surgeons often see the consequences of this every day. Seniors who walk regularly but still struggle with weak hips, unstable knees, poor balance, or difficulty standing up from chairs. These issues aren't caused by a lack of movement. They're caused by a lack of strength. And strength becomes incredibly important as we get older. Think about everyday activities: standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, getting up from the floor, maintaining balance when you trip or stumble. All of these actions depend heavily on muscle strength and coordination. When those systems weaken, even simple movements can become difficult. Now here's the encouraging news. The body retains the ability to build strength even well into the later decades of life. In fact, studies have shown that people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can improve muscle strength significantly with the right type of exercise. The key difference is adding resistance training. Resistance training simply means exercises that challenge your muscles against some form of resistance. That resistance could come from light weights, resistance bands, body weight, or even water if you're exercising in a pool. The goal is to give muscles a reason to stay strong. When muscles encounter resistance, tiny microscopic fibers inside them experience stress. The body responds by repairing those fibers and making them slightly stronger. Over time, this process helps maintain muscle mass and improve stability. And one of the most important areas for seniors to strengthen is the hips and legs. Strong hips and thighs play a massive role in balance and fall prevention. Many falls occur because the muscles responsible for stabilizing the pelvis and controlling leg movement have weakened over time. Orthopedic surgeons often recommend simple exercises like chair squats, step-ups, or resistance band leg exercises to help strengthen these muscles. Chair squats are especially helpful. Sitting down and standing up repeatedly may sound simple, but it activates many of the muscles responsible for stability and mobility. Another important area that walking alone doesn't fully address is the upper body. As people age, they often lose strength in the shoulders, arms, and back. This can make it difficult to lift objects, push open doors, or even maintain good posture. Weak upper back muscles can also lead to the forward-leaning posture many seniors develop over time. Light resistance exercises for the arms and back can help maintain better posture and make daily tasks much easier. But strength isn't the only thing walking fails to fully address. Balance training is another critical component. Balance relies on coordination between the brain, muscles, joints, and inner ear. As we age, these systems naturally become less efficient. Without regular balance training, the body's ability to react quickly to sudden movements or obstacles can decline. That's why many physical therapists encourage exercises that challenge balance directly. Standing on one foot for short periods while holding on to a chair for support can help train stabilizing muscles. Heel-to-toe walking, similar to walking on a straight line, can improve coordination. Tai Chi and gentle yoga are also excellent for developing balance, flexibility, and body awareness. Flexibility is another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. Walking involves a limited range of motion. Over time, muscles and connective tissues can become stiff if they aren't regularly stretched. Tight hip flexors, hamstrings, and calves can affect posture and increase the risk of falls. Gentle stretching helps maintain mobility in joints and allows the body to move more freely. For example, stretching the calves and ankles can improve stability while walking. Hip stretches can improve stride and reduce lower back strain. Shoulder stretches can help maintain arm mobility and posture. Now let's talk about bone health, which becomes increasingly important after 75. Bones naturally lose density as we age, especially in women after menopause. This condition, known as osteoporosis, makes bones more fragile and increases the risk of fractures. Weight-bearing and resistance exercises help stimulate bone tissue and encourage the body to maintain bone strength. Walking does contribute somewhat to bone health, but resistance exercises provide an additional stimulus that helps bones stay stronger for longer. Another factor orthopedic surgeons often emphasize is reaction speed. When someone begins to fall, the body has only a fraction of a second to respond. Strong muscles and good coordination can mean the difference between catching yourself and hitting the ground. Exercises that involve controlled movement, coordination, and strength help maintain these protective responses. Even simple activities like practicing stepping quickly in different directions or shifting weight from side to side can help train the body to react more effectively. Now, you might be wondering how often seniors should be doing these types of exercises. Most experts recommend strength or resistance training 2 to 3 times per week. These sessions don't have to be long or intense. Even 20 to 30 minutes of targeted exercises can produce meaningful benefits when done consistently. The goal isn't to become a bodybuilder. The goal is to maintain enough strength and mobility to continue living independently and confidently. Another important element is listening to your body. Exercises should feel challenging but not painful. If something causes sharp pain or discomfort in joints, it's important to stop and consult a healthcare professional or physical therapist. Working with a professional initially can be extremely helpful, especially for seniors who are new to resistance training. A physical therapist or certified trainer can demonstrate proper technique and create a program tailored to individual needs and limitations. Safety is always the top priority. Using stable chairs, handrails, or walls for support during exercises can reduce the risk of falling while training. Starting slowly and gradually increasing intensity allows the body to adapt without strain. Now let's zoom out for a moment and look at the bigger picture. Walking is still incredibly valuable. It supports cardiovascular health, improves circulation, and helps maintain endurance. But think of walking as just one piece of the puzzle. To stay strong and independent after 75, the body needs a combination of movement types. Walking supports heart health and stamina. Strength exercises maintain muscle and protect joints. Balance training reduces fall risk. Flexibility exercises keep joints mobile. Together, these elements create a complete approach to healthy aging. Nutrition also plays a huge role in maintaining muscle and bone health. Adequate protein intake becomes increasingly important with age because the body needs protein to repair and maintain muscle tissue. Foods like fish, eggs, lean meats, beans, yogurt, and nuts can help support muscle maintenance. Vitamin D and calcium also play critical roles in bone health. Spending time outdoors in sunlight, when safe, helps the body produce vitamin D naturally. Certain foods and supplements can also support healthy levels when needed. Hydration is another factor many seniors overlook. Dehydration can contribute to fatigue, dizziness, and poor physical performance. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps muscles function properly and supports overall health. Sleep is equally important. During sleep, the body performs many of its repair processes, including muscle recovery and hormonal regulation. Poor sleep can slow down recovery from exercise and affect energy levels the next day. Finally, staying socially and mentally engaged can motivate seniors to stay active. Group exercise classes, walking clubs, or community activities provide both physical movement and social interaction. These connections can make exercise feel less like a chore and more like an enjoyable part of daily life. The truth is, aging doesn't automatically mean losing strength or mobility. The body is incredibly adaptable, even later in life. With the right combination of movement, nutrition, and healthy habits, many seniors maintain impressive levels of strength and independence well into their 80s and beyond. But it requires going beyond the idea that walking alone is enough. Walking is a fantastic start, but adding strength, balance, and flexibility training creates a much stronger foundation for long-term health. Your body has carried you through decades of experiences, memories, and challenges. Taking care of it now means giving it the tools it needs to stay strong for the years ahead. Small, consistent habits can produce powerful results over time. And sometimes the most important change isn't doing something completely new, it's simply adding one or two extra habits to the routine you already have. So if you already enjoy your daily walk, keep doing it. Just remember to add a little strength training, a little balance work, and a little stretching. Your muscles, your bones, and your future mobility will thank you for it. And the goal isn't just living longer. The goal is living stronger, staying independent, and continuing to enjoy the activities and people that make life meaningful for as long as possible.